clock is called time. Need to make sure they get the eye contact.
That's also key in most relationships.
Communication and eye contact, which eye contact is actually a nonverbal form of communication, Zuby. So
where'd you learn that?
I learned that at one of our many incredible classes that are offered on campus. If you're interested, go to Vanguard University or vanguard.edu and look to enroll today.
You get a bonus with that plug-in?
Look, they use my photo for enough of those apply now advertisements. I figured I might as well put a voice to the face. Just saying. I did learn it in a comm class here. My freshman year, Professor Nishier, who's now retired. That pitch was definitely downstairs.
And definitely was called a ball like 2 pitches ago, but conversation for later. ABS challenge.
I'm still not
challenge.
I'm still not a fan of the ABS personally.
Now I can get you on my side.
And a makeup call there.
Dude.
Oh, well.
Now batting, top of the order.
All's well that ends well. Man is on with nobody out. Leadoff man, Levi Hall working again. Point Loma was a little, I don't want to say upset, but they started off the season a little bit rocky. They started off 1-2, and so when the next poll came out a few days ago, everyone was like, okay, Point Loma's probably going to drop. They only dropped a couple spots from 5 down to 7, which is interesting as Hall will get that one into the glove. Incredible bounce there. Get that man on the basketball court. What a catch over there at short by Burnett.
Yeah, insane range just to jump up there and snag that. And the timing, too. He kind of sat down, waited for that one to come.
Read that one all the way. Levi just could not eke that out of the infield. Now we'll see Fred Buxton with the one out. But this is a Point Loma team a season ago that, I don't want to say had a similar start, but it was a little bit shaky. You know, they win 3, maybe drop 1, win 1, alternate wins. But then starting with that Hilo series on March 9th, they won 14 of their next 15. And then on April 9th, that sparked a 9-game winning streak, and then they lost the regular season finale at Biola. And then they were upset in the first round by APU, which was crazy. They lost that one 6-5 in the opening round of the Pac West tournament. Then after that, it was 4 consecutive wins, including 2 over Concordia in the championship series, where they won both games 23-9, 20-16. Offense was certainly cooking that day. They won 2 games in 4 hours. Good job there, not letting that ball get away. Buxton thought about bunting, lays off, and now it's 1-2. They beat IUP in game 1 of the championships out in North Carolina, but then lost the next 2 to get eliminated, including a 1-0 loss to IUP, team from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that school makes no sense.
Well, because of their name?
Yes, most definitely. When I was doing the research, I looked at that and I was like, it's kind of goofy. It's
Indiana University.
Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Well, that's like California in Pennsylvania.
Is it really? Well, I know down in over in Ontario, there's University of Phoenix, California. So I mean, not surprised. It just seems kind of.
Yeah, California is in Pennsylvania.
What?
It's a borough. It's on the Monongahela River in Washington County. Population of 5,000 plus. As the population at the plate is 0 now because Buxton's going to have to vacate and go back after the strikeout.
Wait, hold on. Did you say this school is in Pennsylvania? It's called California, and it's in Washington County.
Slycart. 2 for 4 afternoon. Vanguard offense has cooled off just a little bit after that onslaught earlier, but they've stayed at least a little bit steady. They had the 1 run in the bottom of the 6th, and then probably should have had another one. Close call, it's out! Avitia Kotlinen. What a pickoff there from Bunnell. 9-8 remains the score. We'll go to the top of the 8th here on the Vanguard Sports Network. in the bottom half. Check swing. He definitely went around. Good call down there at first. Oh, man. Beautiful pitch there to get him to go down looking in Rodriguez. Good job by Ceballos to get just the second K of the day for any Vanguard pitcher.
Hashimoto.
But special delivery. He was in the area and said, you know, I'm going to bring some donuts. And so we have some sidecar donuts from the Assistant Pac-West Commissioner, Joe Reinsch. Ceballos is really working now.
I've never had sidecar.
I haven't either, and I would eat this, but I have to practice in 21 minutes.
These donuts look amazing,
They
though,
look
I will
amazing.
say that.
I wish we could show these somehow. There's like this pink one. I don't know.
Maybe
Let's
where's Maggie? Get Maggie
I
up
don't know.
here.
Alba,
Get
would you
get
love?
it to record.
Alba's working the scoreboard for us here on the second deck, and she's going to taste test it. Okay, your roommate used to work there? Yeah. And you've been holding out on us this whole time? Alba just went with the, I don't even know what flavor, like it looks like a pomegranate flavor.
Is it? It looks like jelly, also jelly filled
Yeah.
or some form.
That ball's rifled foul, 2-2. Alba, you taste test? Okay, so like there's the white frosting on top.
There's no filling.
There's no filling, okay. How's it taste? What's it taste like?
It's very blueberry. It's like
Blueberry, okay.
blueberry, very fruity.
Foul back, out of play. It's really good. I love that. Thank you.
Guess we got some nice donuts.
Thank you to Joe
All
Reinsch.
right.
So I will be missing from the broadcast here. So I'll be up in NorCal. But thank you to Joe Reinsch. They do it right here at the Pac-West, don't they? Yeah.
You know.
It's very considerate. You got to love the hospitality that the Pac-West has shown us. And I'm sure that ball didn't love the hospitality that was offered there by Hashimoto for a loud single.
Great job. Are you offering me a donut right now?
That's the whole point.
But how am I going to eat it on the mic?
We'll mute your mic, and then you taste it, and then you tell us how it tastes.
All right. I'm going to take this one because it looks like a glaze. Oh, no, it looks like an old-fashioned. That's even better. I love old-fashions.
An old-fashioned?
Yes. You know what? The only thing I think would beat an old-fashioned is a bear claw. Which, is that kind of the same thing? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a donut guy. This is the first time that I've seen a donut in quite some time. You need to apologize
Turn
right
off
now.
my mic and let me eat my donut in peace.
Apologize, Zuby.
This is really good. JJ on the mic just decided to turn me on while I'm trying to tell him that I love this donut.
Zuby, after being bullied by you for the last 2 seasons, I'm finally deciding it's time to fight back.
It's time to fight back. You're a foot taller than me. You can fight back whenever you want.
Gotta love a good day at the ballpark, man, as the clouds start to roll in here. A bit of a marine layer rolling in. We expected this at around 2 o'clock, but it should clear up in about 30 minutes after that. But no rain, no precipitation scheduled for today.
But this is a great donut, by the way. I will say that.
That ball grazed the helmet there of Bernath as Ceballos continues to struggle. So Vanguard just cannot be efficient in an inning from the pitching staff.
No, definitely a struggle for them, and definitely something that Green has to have a long conversation, or at least in between games, a nice 20-minute conversation. Basically, most likely going to get some anger out. He's going to yell at his guys, telling them, you're walking 10 guys. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Meeting of the minds is over. Very active bullpen for Vanguard right now.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to wake up quickly with that bullpen, because now you're going to face Arriaga, May, and Entrican. Definitely guys you do not want to face, especially with runners on.
They're combined 3 for 9. Arriaga is 0 for 3. Takes a strike there. Expecting Jesus Barreto for game 2, correct, Zuby?
Most likely, and especially.
Arriaga puts that one in front of Jackson Davis, and that will now be 10-8. Nice RBI single from Arriaga, who was due for a hit. You know, when he's missed, it's looked bad, Zuby.
Yeah, he's definitely missed by a lot. It's definitely just overthrowing. He's just making sure.
Just got to limit the damage here if you're Ceballos. Runners on the move, 1-2, skied in the air to Shiganaka, who had a bad read on the ball. He's going to veer under. Oh, man. He started to creep in and then realized I got to move lateral in a hurry. He did so and makes the out. So the 1 run comes across, make it 10-8. 2-run differential going to the bottom of the 8th. So Slikar drops the 2 for 5 in the afternoon. Madole, though, if you're going to spark a rally, this is the guy who can do it for you, the cleanup man. Fouls it back right to our faces. So our scoreboard operator, Alba, says she would have died.
We would have lost Alba.
We would have been a man down here at the Dean. Sun peeking through the clouds. Rifled. Good job there. And they're going to say it was caught in the air.
That looked like there was some dirt kicked up.
Yes, it did, but Madole thought so. Umpire thought otherwise. 2 away quickly.
I don't know. That's the point where we need replay.
Minor men's volleyball is going to be playing tonight against Stanford in the Freed Center. But, Zuby, that's going to kickstart a rough stretch for them where they've got to play D1 school after D1 school. They've got Stanford coming to town. They've got UCLA. They've got USC coming to town. They're going to have to go to Pepperdine. It's a crazy stretch for this Vanguard side. Gallegos inside-out swing. Drifting to left center field. It's off the wall. Gallegos has a stand-up double for himself. Maybe that's the 2-out rally spark that Vanguard needs.
Yeah, and just absolutely explosive swing inside out of it.
Well, you need Shiggy to find his bat right now. 0 for 4, the only man for Vanguard who has yet to record a hit so far. Vanguard needs to get adjusted to this zone quickly because if it is below the knees, that zone's definitely shifted down.
Yeah, it's time to start bringing out the clubs.
4. Now that one was higher, but it was outside, apparently.
Yes.
Okay. I do not envy any of these pitchers today. Chopper over the head of Bunnell. Ranging over and making the grab to end the 8th inning from second base. Man, we haven't really talked about today in Reese. Not been busy at all. 10-8, Vanguard has to hold serve in the top of the 9th. 2-2 from Wentz. Skied in the air to left field, and that looks like it has power. It does. Solo shots. Shiggy gave up on that ball right away.
Yeah, Intricate knew that as soon as it left the bat. Another guy, and kind of a bit of a look into the dugout for Vanguard, but I don't think anything of it. And that also puts Intricate now tied for 9th all-time in career home runs at Point Loma.
Wow, how many is that now for him? Career home runs?
27 now.
Congratulations to Mr. Intricate for continuing to climb the top 10 for a storied program. That goes all the way back to Carol B. Land, who was the coach from 1961 to 1999, and that's who the stadium is named after. Over 750 wins for him.
How does anybody match that?
I don't know. Justin James is second all-time in wins. He just needs 600 more wins to pass Carol B. Land.
Start the trip.
Gagan Wentz continues to struggle here. It's another knock here for the Sea Lions. This time courtesy of Luke Reese. Wentz on the 0-1. That ball bounces very prematurely. That barely, I don't even think that made it off the grass. Chopper, Slikart, could not make the scoop. Everyone is safe, 15-8. Slikart has looked really smooth over on the hot corner so far today after getting the start in right field, playing the top of the first, actually out in right, and then Miles got injured, had to move him back over to third and move Evan from third to second to insert Levi Hall out in right. And so a rare miscue, but at this point in the ball game, not really concerned about it. As it stands right now, it looks like Peg will have to wait until game 2 today to pick up win 400. But I think the question mark, Zuby, is going to be who's going to catch game 2 today? Because, you know, obviously a guy can catch a 9 and a 7. We've seen it done before. Tevis Payne did it last season at one point. Oscar Diaz did it a couple of seasons ago. And Oscar Diaz is actually here watching this one. But you got to wonder who's going to catch game 2. Is it going to be Angel Perez? Because this game is taking 3 hours and 15 plus. Another hit for the Sea Lions. Oh, man, a rare miscue on the stop sign. And doesn't cost him, though. Good job there from Schwartz. to race on home. He started to put on the brakes, but then realized he was getting told to come on home. 16-8.